The Daily Purge. Oh man, you know what? I missed last night getting a hold of you from Berlin. I apologize. It's by the time I got to the hotel and did all my meetings and got all my stuff done, it was like dark and late, and hotel Wi-Fi wasn't working because I got the only hotel that was left, which was a wasn't a dive, but it wasn't great. It was like a 1950s style or 60s style sort of furniture and stuff. So I was back in the corner. I was a single room, one of those kind of things. So sorry I missed you last night from Berlin. Wanted to show you the city a little bit, but hey, here we are today. And what I want to talk about today is something really cool. I was in Berlin, like I said yesterday, and I was meeting with some politician friends of mine, and they first of all, I was surprised to see that they actually at a much higher level than I thought. Not much higher. It couldn't have been much higher, but now they're at the top level, and that was quite cool to see. Who's involved, and oh, trouble streaming to LinkedIn. Oh, I'm not sure why. That's not good. Streaming to LinkedIn isn't working. Hello, Arnie. Hello, Israel. Yeah. So and when we were talking, about the mess that's going on in the world, specifically in America right now, with the think of our and everything imploding, and if some of you don't agree, well, that's fine. I believe it's imploding, and from what I see, people are still so many people are bought into this mess that we're in now that they can't even admit that it's a mess, because then they're going to prove themselves to have made the wrong decision to support certain people or parties or whatever. So I'm not saying which one, but you can take your own worst from. But anyway, so this is the deal. In politics, you talk to people from other countries and other parties, and you get a lot of insight, and there's some think tank stuff going on. Let's hold a humble alpha. What's up? And so among these conversations, we were talking about how a lot of people give up trying to make change and just sustain their position, right? Sleepy guy needs to go home. That people, they're done trying to change things. They just want to hold the status quo. And I think you see that across the board in most governments anyway, is that once they get to power, don't rock the boat, keep my position, hold the 8 years, get the pension, and then I can leave, or whatever it is, or I can stay in power forever and do nothing. And they're normal people. This is the thing that came out of yesterday. We always know this, we talk about it, but it was so clear to me yesterday that the people that we were talking to were up there, like very far at the top. And we're like, that we could do that actually better than they could. And that's not because we're arrogant. That's because we have the wider view outside of the view, and we're not vested. There's no dirt on us. And so you're the same, right? So you could literally walk up to the parliament, whatever country you're in right now, and do the same job that they're doing, if not probably better. And so we got to get away from that mindset that, yeah, there's people up there at the higher level, they're running shit, and then they know what they're doing. Most of them don't know what they're doing, right? They're doing what they're supposed to do, or they're doing what they're doing for themselves. And I know this is like political thing. I'm saying by both sides, up, front, down, everything, every side, right? It's like this. And then we have the identity politics issues, and the identity politics issues are only meant to keep us separated. It's only meant to keep us apart, because as a unified folk, as the citizens of the world, of the universe, as a unified, there's nothing you can do against us, right? So I'm talking to you right now, right? Denise, exactly. Right? I'm talking to you right now, right? You watching this right now. It doesn't matter what party, what your belief is. It doesn't matter about any of that stuff. But the faith that you have in those above you may be a false faith. It may be a faith that you're trained to accept and to believe. But I'm going to tell you right now, and I'm here to tell you right now, whatever you see as the highest position in politics, whatever it is you think is amazing, you can be that person. You can be in that position. You have the ability. I promise you right now. I promise you. And just when you think of that, you're like, well, yeah. And what it also does is it takes those on a pedestal back down to your eye level, right? And you say, well, they're just like me. I've seen it. I've been in politics, right? So I know this kind of thing. Denise is in politics as well, and she knows very well. And so I'm giving you the permission to look at all these leaders in whatever country you're in, whatever, parliament you want to look at, or state, federal, whatever you want to look at, city, and know that you can step in there tomorrow and do what they do. Maybe it's time. Maybe it's time. Time to get rid of the status quo, and we just all step up and do what we're inherently meant to do, and that's to lead our own lives, and lead our lives in a good way, positive way. Leave a positive impression. Forget the BS. Live by HIT: honesty, integrity, transparency. Change the world one person at a time. I mean, that's what it's all about, right? That's what it's all about. I just wanted to drop in and say that today because it was really cool being in Berlin just for like 24 hours, not even. It was like 20 hours, getting immersed really deep into that political thing, talking about things I haven't talked about in a long time, getting the vibes back from my buddy and his wife. I was getting that depth back again in a little bit, doing it in German, which is good to practice my German. It's been a while. And it just struck me that we get so used to this hierarchy in our society that's total bullshit, and it's just pushed on you. Right? It's pushed on you. If you look at the European Union, the leaders of the European Union, first of all, they're not elected. So it's an unelected body of people ruling elected bodies of politicians in certain countries. So if you look at the European Union is a parliament, they're elected, but the leaders aren't, right? So you have however many European states, 20 or whatever it is, European states in the European Union. The European Union is led by the politicians. The leadership role, the president and all that kind of stuff, they're not elected. They're elected by themselves, right? And they're mostly flunkies from the other countries where they couldn't get a job as a politician. For instance, the European head of whatever, I'm not talking about the parliament members. I'm talking about the heads, right? The ministers. Like the minister of XYZ in European Union is from Germany, as a flunky, could never have made it in Germany anymore. So they send him to the European Union because they know they're going to keep that position. They'll do whatever it takes to keep that position. So they'll do what they're told, right? So you could walk in there and do a better job than they are right now because they're only doing it to keep a position of power so they can have benefits. That's it, right? So, and this is all shit that I know. I'm not just saying this. I'm not just pulling this out of my butt. I know this, right? I mean, if you look at the past president of the European Union, I'm not going to mention any names, but this guy was a total failure in Germany. And they sent him there and made him the freaking president. Ridiculous. What's that, buddy? I don't know. Banana? Strawberry? What is it? Cherry? Oh, it's the coughing one. Yeah. What's up, Maxie? My boy, Maxie. Anyway, what I'm just getting at is you can do whatever you want to do. If you want to step up and make a change, step up, make a change. Don't settle for something that you don't agree with. Right? Don't suck it up, cupcake, like they always say. Suck it up, cupcake. Don't worry about that. Don't suck anything up. Make the changes you want to make in your world. Right? This is our world. This is where we live. Zoom tight. This is what we do. All right? Well, it wasn't so uplifting today, but it was powerful because you know what you can do in this world. Just don't let yourself be held back. Oh, I can't do it because I did this or that or the job or whatever. No, just go. Make it happen. Right, buddy?
Yeah.
What do I say to you in the morning? Be what? Be the
sunshine.
There you go. Be the sunshine. All right, buddy. Okay, everyone. You have a fantastic one. And thank you so much for tuning in. It's always a true pleasure to have you. Have a great night. And remember, it's all about
quality of life.
Yeah, right there. Quality of life. See you next time.